Summer's on its way, and my goal is to keep my garden from sizzling. Today, I'm sharing some steps that I'm taking right now to get my garden ready for summer heat. I will also share how I make sure my summer garden is a success. And trust me, you can copy this formula very easily. This first one almost made me quit gardening when I started. It was watering plants after work during hot summer evenings. I had a hose and hand watered everything. No wonder I had to water every day because I never deeply watered my plants. I eventually set up a soaker hose system for my raised beds, and it was a lifesaver. There was an increase in the number of plants that survived summer in my garden, and it saved so much of my time. If you haven't already done so, now is a good time to set up a drip irrigation or a soaker hose system. I will link in description a video on how to do it. If you already have one, run it and check that it is operating well, or if it needs repairs. Containers are a bit tricky when it comes to watering. You can do two things to make containers a success during summer. If possible, move your plants to bigger size containers. Why? Because larger pots hold moisture for much longer. This means less frequent watering for you and less stress for your plants. It's a win-win. The second thing you can do for containers is to use Oya spikes or even just saucers for each of your containers. Oyas are these fantastic unglazed clay pots that you bury in the soil. They slowly release water as a plant needs it. Oya spikes are cheaper than larger Oyas, so I prefer them because I can cover more containers. You can also just use saucers under your pots, which will catch extra water, giving your plants a little reserve to sip on throughout the day. It's all about making sure they have enough to drink. I use both of these systems for my containers, and I will link these in description. Another thing to keep in mind is to water garden in the early morning before the sun gets too strong, or in the late evening once the sun has gone down. This gives the plants a chance to soak up the water. If you water in the middle of the day, a lot of that precious water will just evaporate before your plants even get a chance to drink it up. Now that we have taken care of water, next goal is to keep the water in for as long as possible. Mulch your garden beds as well as your containers to achieve this. A good layer of mulch is like a protective blanket for your soil. It does two amazing things. It keeps those weeds down and, even better, it reduces moisture loss. Your soil will stay cooler and wet for longer. You can also get creative and plant companion plants which act as live mulch. Think about planting some low-growing, spreading plants around your taller, more sensitive crops. They'll cover the soil, keeping it cool and moist, and may provide additional food to you. Marigold, basil, nasturtium, bush beans, and daikon radishes are some examples that I use as live mulch as well as companion plants. If you have some ideas on edible live mulch, let me know in comments. It takes a lot of effort to make any video, so any kind of interaction from you, such as a like, a share, or a comment keeps me motivated and helps this channel a lot. So don't be shy. Thank you for your support. If you've just put some new plants in the ground, or you have some struggling plants that are looking a bit sad, make sure to provide shade to newly transplanted plants or struggling plants. I use a piece of cardboard or old containers until the plant settles in. For those really hot spots in your garden, or if you live in a super intense climate, use shade cloth or row covers to provide shade to very hot areas. These are fantastic for filtering out some of the intense sun, giving your plants a much needed break from the heat stress. I usually just put row cover on top, secure it with some garden clips. Now, how can you make sure your summer garden is a success, no matter what? It is a simple trick. Plant a variety of crops because not everything will work. Some plants won't make it, no matter what you do. One year I had a lot of cucumbers. The next year, not so much, because the plant caught a bacteria and died. Failure is one thing you can count on while gardening. By planting a mix of different varieties, you increase your chances of having a bountiful harvest, even when summer gets tough. If some of the plants die, just direct sow bush beans in that spot because they grow fast, and even if it is too late in the season for them to make any beans, they will improve your soil by fixing nitrogen in your soil. In fact, you should watch this next video on steps you can take to improve and fix your garden soil. Thanks for watching.